Today we have one of the most controversial battles, probably of the whole community, besides having Shanks versus Mihawk, because he's the most skilled swordsman, but he's the strongest swordsman. But hey, today we got Oden versus Zoro, and it's two of my favorite characters. Oden is, if I talk about how much I like the character, he is definitely over Zoro. I think writing wise and everything, he's just perfectly executed from start till the finish. And well, I am now gonna have a 1v1 and I'm gonna let them fight it out. Who the better one is, who's the stronger one. And I'm gonna do it by categorizing it like Grand Line Review. And by the way, something I got it inspired by, I will insert his name. And yeah, let's start.
What's the matter? Lives flashing before your eyes? Pick it up. Pick it up.
Well, and let's talk first of all with the strength aspect of both characters. And this was really a hard bone to chew on because Jesus Christ, they have quite a similar feats that I really needed to a little bit investigate how big something was and didn't have the mass and stuff. It's kind of complicated. And I will give you like my conclusion to the end, but I'll give now some things for Zoro and some things for Oden. We're talking right now about physical strength and not about durability, endurance, and blah blah blah, even though they all have something in correlation with the other. But let's start with strength. Oden's strength feats were one, clashing with Whitebeard on multiple occasions and doing quite decent until he got slapped. Then he also cut the boar, and you won't believe how I estimated how big the boar was that he cut. I used a really new metric, being the Kinemon. You can see the image. I took the one Kinemon, cut him out, put him in a line, and that should be about my estimated height of him. He's about, like the boar is about in height, like how tall he is. He is 45 Kinemons tall, being 135 35 meters, yeah. In length, I have no idea. I couldn't be bothered less, to be honest. Please just appreciate the time I put into like calculating the height of this boar. You know what I mean? The mountain god. So yeah, he cut that thing in half, which is also a feat at itself. Yo boys, Bardo plays editing. I just noticed me calculating the height of the boar was bringing me to nothing and had absolutely no point. So he's at least like 30 meters taller than Godzilla in like height and not in thickness. I don't know what in thickness, but just appreciate the effort, please. Because yeah, it wasn't enough for me to just know that he's as big as a mountain, because that actually said nothing about him. And I put it like in correlation, by the way, with the feat that Zoro did with the horn that he cut. Just so you have a little bit of context here. Then he fought against the Roger Pirates for 3 days. And well, those are pretty much all the feats that I can count on off the top of my head. And he fought, of course, against Kaido, before we forget it. He fought against him and did pretty good damage. He cut him. He gave him his first scar. And yeah, let's go to Zoro. He has the strength feats of a ton of things. Let's just go down the list. We first of all got him like cutting that horn off. That's like the most prevalent thing that I want like to compare with that boar. We got this thing here from Reddit. You know, I'll just trust Reddit on this one. It's about 1,000 meters something tall, and he cut that thing, I guess. So take it as you will. That's I'll just take that. But I would say it's a bigger feat generally. But there is more. There's more. He also cut Kaido, which is cool. He also scarred him. He went over the scar of Kaido. And I would say did more damage based on the fact that he attacked and scarred a version of Kaido that is way stronger than the version of Kaido 20 years ago first, and a way stronger form. I would say durability wise that his hybrid form is, yeah, stronger than like his drang form. Like that's how it has been depicted till now. And yeah, I would, because of that, I would just give the strength edge right now to Zoro and not Oden for those facts. But yeah, let's go. First round goes to Zoro. Second round. Durability. We got a very good contender here. We got two very durability-wise strong characters. They're both more on the endurance side. This will be a more interesting battle on the endurance side. But durability-wise, I would give it to Oden. Oden took a smack from Prime Whitebeard straight to the face, which is very impressive. He fought against him, which is also very impressive. He also survived a hit on the back of his head, which I don't know how many One Piece character got like hit on the back of his head, but it's not something you want to experience, to be honest. And he also got hit by it while he wasn't using Haki, I assume. That's something that many people are like saying because he was in shock and didn't use Haki because of that in this moment, and because of that he got knocked out. Not dying at that moment is pretty good. It's a pretty good feat in my opinion. Then we of course got the him in the pot, which is also soon in endurance, but just durability wise tanking 700 degrees of burning oil for an hour, and he could have theoretically survived that. So if he would have gone out of the pot, he would have had a pretty good case at winning against Zoro pretty easily. But then we have like the thing of him like dying of a bullet.
This is number one champion sound. Yeah, Estelle, we about to get down.
Which is unfortunate, but many people told that to me, and I gave the counter argument of Kaido shooting the bullet and he probably put some Haki into it. I'm just saying. So yeah, that's, I would say, that's the most prevalent part about his durability. But there's one little thing that we forgot. The Roger encounterment, where he got absolutely smacked. He got guttered. Oh my god. One shot. He got fodderized. And here we come with Zoro. Zoro again on his peak stuff, on his cardi shit. He tanked an attack from Big Mom and Kaido that Ocean Sovereignty is probably one of the strongest attacks that we saw in the whole series, and he tanked that, defended it, and I should have added that to the physical strength point. So here, strength point, durability point, both given to Zoro. Yeah. Now we go to endurance. One of the like main things about Oden and Zoro that is talked about. Both of them are very enduring characters that can take a lot of it. I mean a lot of it. They can take hit after hit after hit, and for some reason still stand. And I'm gonna say from the start, I will give this to Oden for his pot feat. I'm gonna be honest, only for his feat, because I think this feat goes over everything that Zoro did endurance wise till now. Even yes, he fought against Kaido, Big Mom, got knocked the fuck out. Just saying, he also got knocked out, but in a better manner than Oden, I would say. And then he like got this pill and could fight kings. So I won't like say that his endurance is better because of that thing over like Oden. Yeah, so endurance goes to Oden. Now let's go to Haki. Haki is a very interesting point since both of them are considered one of the best swordsmen in their own rights and at their own time. And I would even say that Oden at some point was the best swordsman because he unlocked his conquerors at the fight with Kaido, I would say. And it's the times where he's been sailing with Whitebeard. Just an assumption. of me, like Roger, probably Roger. Armament, I think I would give it to Oden. No, the specific reason I would say is that he mastered Enma from a young age and all his other swords and could just use casually all the time and infuse it all the time his Haki with Enma and his other swords. And Zoro just started doing it. He almost died. Like he almost sacrificed an arm, while Oden used that sword when he was like 3 or something. That's crazy. Observation. Both of them have pretty like not big feats of observation Haki. I'ma be honest. Both of them just run into stuff and just expect the worst and just take it. So I would say it's like a decent tie. Both of them have pretty alright observation Haki. And Conqueror's Haki, I would give it to Zoro for actually used his Conqueror's Haki on multiple occasions against King and Kaido. Kaido scarring him with the Conqueror's Haki. And that's a pretty big thing of like durability negation that also like Oden uses with his Rio. Before I forget it, that's also a point that I would give like to Oden for mastering Rio at a very young age. And Oden, I think the only Conqueror's Haki feat we really got from him is when he scarred Kaido the first time. So yeah, I would just say feat wise, I would give it to Zoro because he just used Conqueror's Haki better and more often, has I would say a better understanding of it generally. Now fighting style. I would say fighting style and usage of your powers. The thing is, I would say Oden's is a very raw one. It's pretty much hit until you don't miss. It's very just hitting, and a very physical thing. It's very physically based, not a ton of technique in my opinion of what we have seen till now. He's a very good fighter, yes, but I think it's more like based on his superhuman strength and overall him just being superior to most people. But in like he has some cool techniques, but I think you know what I mean. And Zoro, he has a pretty wide range of attacks and very strong attacks. A lot of them negate your durability and are very fast, very long ranged ones as well. And overall, I think the 3-sword style is just definitely better than the 2-sword Oden style if we talk about technique and fighting wise. And I would say winner of this whole battle is Zoro. Zoro, due to him just being better. But no, him just having a lot of things being just on his side, being durability, strength, Haki, and his fighting style. I think he topples Oden in many criterias, but I wouldn't say it's like a really one-sided battle. Maybe yes. But I would say it's gonna be an interesting battle, but I think it's gonna be favorable for Zoro in a lot of ways. So yeah, in the end of the day, I think it will be a stomp from Zoro's side. Yeah. Love y'all. Leave us some like, and yeah, if you have a different opinion, just comment it. Goodbye.
Extra Audemars, I like 40 more. Walked in with 40,000. I'm up in all the stores. My bitch from Baltimore, and she love Dior. She throw 100 clips when it rains it pours. Shorty like his sex. She like giving back keys. She likes to driving Lexus. That bitch gon' smack the reverend. Spin your block like Tetris. Love on Texas. I can't fuck no fat bitch never. I'm young and